Yes. Sure does.
And the Lord's will. And if he don't change my mind, we probably go into some of Revelations the next time.
That sounds good.
One of these days, we're going to get into a book and go straight through that book, not leave not a verse out, chapter by chapter,
Yes.
and that way somebody else can sit down and read right along with us.
Yes.
Most time I invite them to read along with me. So let's start doing that again. I told you about getting that little prayer from my friend. What my friend wrote me in a text the other day.
Yes.
I keep thinking about that.
That was wonderful. Yes.
But he knew how I tried to take care of his mom and daddy.
Yes.
And help them when he couldn't be there. And he told them one day, I was washing the dishes and cleaning the dishes up. And he told them, he said, you don't know what you've got. And that man in there washing the dishes.
Yeah, that's right. I agree.
I know you think a lot of him. But hey, he said, you don't know what you have in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't too awful long after that. I'd gone to church. That time I was driving a church bus in the daytime.
Uh-huh.
And I was going to church. Some people went to see him, the old man, the old lady. They sat down on the front porch in kind of warm weather. They started to say something about me. The old man spoke up. He said, wait just a minute. If you don't have something good to say about me, he said, if you ain't got something good to say about that man, just shut. Don't open your mouth. I don't want to hear it.
Basically, just shut up, right?
One of them was supposed to be a minister.
Yeah.
He said, you can't tell me a thing in the scripture that he can't tell us that we understand any better.
Yes.
He said, he talked about me. He said he can see farther through that cliff over on that mountain than you ever will see, and has already forgotten more than you ever know.
Yes.
That he's been with us, he's prayed with us, he's ready for us, and we know where he stands.
Yes.
They didn't expect that from that old man. That's what he told her. And you can find his videos. He's got some on the YouTube.
Who is he? Do you remember right offhand?
Virgil Anderson.
Okay.
Virgil Anderson. And he's got some boys. He got some boys. It's got videos on YouTube.
That's something.
He's got a grandson.
Yeah.
He's got videos on YouTube.
That's good.
And his grandson, he has made music with I can't think of his name now. He was a fancy musician.
Okay.
I can't think of his name right now. I should be able to. But he said that Scotty Anderson, his grandson, beat anything he ever seen.
Yeah.
I played music. And he said, hey, no way I can play with him. Shit, I was thinking about Chet Atkins. He had played music with Chet Atkins.
Wow.
And Chet Atkins said he'd beat anything he ever seen to play music with. Never had a lesson.
Yeah, that's something.
And when he starts picking that guitar, he picked electric. He'd be sitting in the chair. Say if he got rungs on it, he'll have both feet, heels hung over them rungs on that chair, and both his feet are patting exactly to the tune, the timing of his music.
Well,
But he don't play many what you say gospel songs,
yeah.
but they're plain songs. And they had one man. He's supposed to be a fancy musician. He had one of the big old fancy guitars. Had all these buttons on it.
Oh.
and this grandson, he just had an ordinary standard black and white looking electric guitar. And he started playing with it. The one had that big fancy guitar. He just folded his hands on it, across the stomach, and leaned back against the chair. He could do it.
Well.
Now, he's got a son now. His name is Dillard Anderson, and he can play a banjo. He can play a guitar. And I mean, you'll think he's gonna tear it up. He'll make it speak the words so you can understand the words. He plays some gospel. He plays some for his mama that she liked to hear. But he's now passed away.
Yes.
And had another one. His name was Dillard. I might have already said Dillard. But anyway, he had another one. It could play a guitar, violin, you name it. No matter what it was, he could play it.
Well.
And I saw one of his great-great-granddaughters when she was 8 years old. I got her picture here at the house. And she could hear somebody playing music. If she's sitting in a chair, she'd hit the floor. She'd start dancing to that music. She wouldn't miss a step. Her 8-year-old now.
That's something, isn't it?
And he had a great-granddaughter. I'm talking about Virgil now. His great-granddaughter give piano lessons. She can sit and talk to you about a subject. She'll be playing a song on a piano. She'll be looking at you and talking, and she'll never miss a note of that song on that piano.
Wow.
She never took a lesson, but she gives lessons. And I've been at her house one time. I went with her brother to her house to take some, I think it's green beans or something, or her grandma, great-grandma sent to her.
Yeah.
And they was the one, son lived next door to him. He could play about anything he got his hands on.
That's good.
He could play any kind of music.
Yes.
And I've got a cassette tape here, if I can find it. His great-grandson sent me where he played the blues on the harmonica.
Well.
I mean, he could play them.
Huh.
And the old man Virgil, he got a song he plays and sings with his banjo. He plays Trouble Won't Last Always.
Well.
He wrote the song.
I don't know if I've ever
Trouble
heard that
Won't
one.
Always. But if you ever think about it, go on to YouTube and look them up.
Yeah.
I think you'll be glad you did.
I'll have to try that sometime, yeah.
And the one named Dillard, he died of cancer. He had one named Willard. He passed away, but I never know for sure what he died from.
Oh,
And he and the son lived next door to him. He got burned up. He's a burning brush, and died and fell in the fire. Burned his face off in the fire where he'd been a burning brush.
wow.
And now his oldest sister is in the nursing home, and he's got another sister. It's in another home, and he's got one dead.
Oh,
So I hate, but the one that I talked to the other day, just him, them two sisters is all he's got left in the family.
that's something.
Is other words, his immediate family. But I tell you one thing: when they're gone, I guarantee you'll miss them.
Yes.
People may take it for granted when they're around. He not even like some things they may say, but you'll miss them when they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you go. Get in there, see if I can find me a sandwich, something or other.
Yeah.
You probably need a chicken leg or something yourself.
Yeah, I think I might get something. I don't know for sure.
But if we don't get something, we end up with a headache.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe I can work on this equipment a little bit too. You know.
All right.
Of course, I think I need to put the speaker further away from the microphone because it'll feed back a little bit if we don't.
It might be.
Yeah.
But we'll just keep on trying. It'll get better.
Yeah. You obviously sound better, so that's an improvement in itself.
Yeah, if I sound better, that'd be a big improvement.
And this microphone, the way I've got it positioned, it looks like it's going to poke me in the eye. But it's jury rigged in there. It's actually shoved into a plastic drawer on the other end of the handle.
But you come up with a speaker that used to be in a radio
Yeah.
and improve.
I got all kinds of things around here I need to clean up, and I need to haul off and throw things in the trash and stuff like that, you know. There's a bunch of things that people don't see in the audience, from the audience, you know.
All right.
You can
And
see a
every
lot of
once in a
things
while,
in my head.
you catch me looking up.
Uh-huh.
When I look up, I'm looking up toward the window.
Oh,
It's above my head.
you got a skylight?
Oh, it ain't skylight. It's just a window
Okay.
inside the building.
Oh,
The room where I'm at. I look up and giving the Lord reference.
yes. That's wonderful.
Well, somehow I started it when I first started making video.
Uh-huh.
If you know him, it's me look it up.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say good night and I'll let you go.
All right. Good night. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yeah.